morning, everybody. It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. I hope that everybody is having an unbelievable weekend to this point. Looks like today's going to have a little overcast Easter, but that's okay. We had an unbelievably beautiful day yesterday, so I'm not complaining. This is going to be brief. I'm on my way to the gym, but I wanted to stop in and encourage you. This life is becoming increasingly fast-paced, this world. It's everything, one thing right after another. We get our news instantly, so it's piled on. You don't just get local news. You find out what's happening around the world. Everything is in high demand. Everybody wants it now. All the things are going on. Everybody's caught up in their own world. And what ends up happening is you can easily find yourself out on an island somewhere, and you feel alone. You feel frustrated. You feel defeated. You feel overwhelmed, complexed and confounded. And you're trying to figure your way out of it. And everywhere you look, you either find people complaining about what they're going through, and you know they don't have time to help you, or you got people that are so indifferent to what you're going through that they can't possibly understand, and so it doesn't seem like anything major to them, and you're sitting there and you're trying to push through it. I want to encourage you to believe and to trust that you're built for this. I'm not going to be the one to tell you that I have the elixir to all of life's ills, in the sense that I don't experience problems. I don't experience disappointment, setbacks, frustrations. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is I have my share of challenges. Sometimes I feel like I have my share and a couple of other people's shares of challenges. I rarely refer to them as problems. I'm trying to adapt Quincy Jones's perception on this whole thing. He says, I don't have problems, I have puzzles. The beautiful thing about puzzles, they're meant to be solved. The moment you start focusing on the solution, the smaller the problem gets. But what I want to tell you, in those most difficult moments, long before I knew how I was coming out of it, I knew that I was. I understood something. And it was this one simple truth, and I want to push this upon you. I would look at myself without knowing how I was coming out, what the next move was going to be, what the final solution would be. But I would look at myself in the mirror and I would say, you're built for this. And then I would let it set, and then I would say it again, and I would say it until I walked out there knowing that whatever I'm about to walk into, I can handle it. That there's absolutely nothing I'm going to encounter in this world that I'm not built for. See, God built me for the battle, and every experience, every situation, everything that I've gone through in the past is all preparing me for the things that I'm facing on today. So I understand that I am built for the battle. I'm built for this. And I'm reminded of Jeremiah's book, Lamentations. And you got to understand the story of Jeremiah. After God told him not to use his youth as an excuse not to walk into his destiny that he had been ordained before he was conceived, then God allowed him to go through straight hell while trying to deliver God's message. Threw him in a pit, mocked him, everything. He got to the point that he had made up in his mind that he wasn't going to speak God's word anymore because of all of the harm and the detriment that it had brought upon him. Trying to bring the message sometimes comes at a price. Trying to elevate people sometimes comes at a price. Trying to help people get through storms comes at a price. I can't tell you how many times I stood up and felt so frustrated because it looks like I had the answer for everybody else but myself. But let me tell you, Jeremiah said, I've gotten to the point that I said I would not speak it, that I would withhold it, but I tried my best, but I couldn't withhold it because it was like a burning fire shut up in my bones. That's that passion that wakes me up every morning, that fire of purpose, that fire of destiny, that fire of understanding that God didn't just put me here to go through whine and complain because things weren't going my way. He put me here as a representation of what's possible when you refuse to quit. And in order to show people that you are capable of coming out of something, you got to go through something. I'm built for this. But Jeremiah said in the book of Lamentation, I want to say chapter 3, he could look back over his life and see the things that he had been through. And the one thing that stood out is not all the negativity or the harm and the pain and the disappointment of the things that he had been through. It was this one fact: I made it. It was this one fact: I came through. It was this one fact: I'm still standing, I'm still breathing. And then he said, these things I recall to mind, therefore I have hope. You're still standing. You're still breathing. You're still in the fight. You're built for this. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Right on the other side of this thing that you're suffering, right on the other side of this thing you're going through, right on the other side of this thing that seems to have you held in check, I want to tell you, there's a blessing. There is an elevated level of living. There is a breakthrough. There's something beyond this pain. Pain has purpose. Pain is an empty, negative, horrifying feeling. It is a representation that some things need to change. Pain has purpose. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on the purpose. If I can leave you with anything today, don't quit. Don't give up. Stand strong. Hold your ground. Believe in God. Believe in yourself. Believe in your purpose. Believe in your gift. And push forward. That's my message for you. I hope that you have an unbelievable and remarkable remainder of your morning. But I had to shake that off on you, because sometimes you're walking through something and it just seems dark. And you don't even realize it, because you're looking at the darkness and not even realizing you're the light. Shake it off. I promise you, you're built for this. On that note, I'm out of here. Got to get in this gym, get this workout on, and I've got work to get to. But I had to share that with you. You guys have an unbelievable and remarkable remainder of your day. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. God bless.